Hello everyone, from InventiveStudios, we bring you a series of Nuke tutorials. So this first one I'll be going into roto shaping and creating rotos and just masking out shapes. Now here in 3D space and in 2D space we have this masked out rock using alpha channels and just using different custom roto shapes to give us a pretty detailed mask. Now it didn't take too long on this mask. I just want to show you guys what we're creating today because I haven't seen a lot of tutorials on this on YouTube. But yeah, so to get into it, so let's create a new project first. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is we want to have our viewer set up, and if you don't have this viewer node here, it would look something like this. Now to bring it in, all you have to do is click on viewer, create new viewer. Also, you can just hit Command I on Mac. So once you have your viewer in here, hold on, I just gotta fix my mouse. Okay, there we go. I think, yeah. Okay, so first thing we want to do is we want to get our footage in there, and there's three ways that I think that you can do this. First way is over where your node operations are. Select the first one, click read, and you can import your files through there. Or as a hotkey, you can select R on your keyboard. Or the best way I like to do it if you're running Mac OS X is going into your Finder. Okay. Yeah, I have a lot of things going right now, so my computer's pretty slow. And just trying to find your clip or whatever you're looking for, and just drag it in. So originally what I want to do was in Photoshop, I want to have this shape masked out and imported into Nuke transparently. And of course that didn't happen. It just imported the white around instead of having a transparent background. And this is because there weren't any alpha channels. So the way we can do that by getting rid of the white and keeping the rock, which is a lot more different from if you're coming from After Effects. So this tutorial is basically to help all you guys who are just starting Nuke and are new to it and want to get into stuff where you can, I guess, mask out, like if you want to create map paintings or whatever. And yeah, so because I haven't seen many tutorials on this for beginners, so I just thought I'd make one for you guys. So the first thing you want to do is, okay, so the first thing you want to do is either import a node from over here, which is your node operations, and if we want to work with this in 3D, we can import a 3D geometry, a card, etc. You can right click down here in your node graph, or you can just simply select tab as a hotkey on your keyboard and type in what you're looking for. So I'm looking for a card 3D, so we can work with it in 3D and 2D space. And you can see we can just move it around. And if we tab over in a 2D mode, or a 3D mode, sorry, you can move it around as well. You can sort of pan around, put it back into Z space if you want. Whoops, my bad. Okay, so get back there. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to add in a masking node, or as it's called in Nuke, a roto node. So you can just tab, hotkey it, roto. And if it's when you import your node, if it's not into your little script here, don't worry or anything. You don't have to restart. All you have to do is simply drag it over until the noodle in between, this thing right here, turns white, and you can just easily drag and drop it in. Now actually what I want to do is I just kind of want to, hold on, just gotta, what I actually want to do is put the roto first. There we go. Okay, so first thing I want to do, even though I said that for the past 10 seconds, because I don't know, I'm just pretty awesome like that. So yeah, so first thing we want to do is we want to simply, like in After Effects, just go around masking our shape. I'm not going to do this very well, I'm just going to go quickly. So as you can see, it creates our line. To make a curve shape, you just hold and simply drag out and drag around with the handles to create a curve shape. And like in After Effects as well, when you click and drag out, the next one that you're going to make is also going to be a curve. So to fix that, you hold down Shift and click, and it'll create a straight, and you can also drag it out to make a new curve. So I'm just going to go through this pretty quickly. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about the corners. I'm just going to go through it. And if you want a good mask and you want to do it quickly like I do, I suggest, like, if you're going to do it, this quickly, which you should never do. You should always take your time on it. But like if you do go through quickly, then stay closer, like what I'm about to do now. Like sort of cut the corners a little bit, especially if you have like a white background like I do. Because if you do, and you kind of go out a little bit like this, then you're gonna get those ugly white shapes in there. So I think it's better, especially after, because we can feather the mask, to actually just cut the corners a bit so you don't have those annoying white outlines. So just go back. Obviously, don't cut the corners this much, though. I'm just really impatient. Okay, so here's my masked out shape. And there's always other ways to do this. Like, you can always fool around with, I guess, the grade. There's this no called the grade, and what you do is you fool around with the settings until you get, let's say, your object here white and your background black, and you can mask it out like that, so you have like your designated alpha channel, and it does a better job than this does. But I'm getting a lot of people asking me how to do the roto shapes, so here's basically what you do. So now when you have this mask, what it's going to do, I'll just show you. Okay, wait, hold on. So like when you finish, you can just hover over it until you see that circle underneath the arrow and click, or you can just press enter and it'll enter. Crap. Enter. Timeout. Why won't you work? Okay, whatever. Usually what you can do is you can press enter and it'll also close the mask. But yeah, so like when it's closed, like this is, you'll see there's this white thing that goes over it, and that's basically the alpha channel created. And what you can do with this is basically, if you fool around with these settings here, you can mask out the white while keeping in your rock. So like first thing I'm going to do is select the output, change it to alpha. Now it brings back our rock, but we still have the white. And to fix that, you want to switch the pre-multiply to RGB, which is the red, green, blue color system. And what that basically does is it allows it to take our alpha mask, so basically the shape that we masked out, and it turned it white, which is making it the alpha channel. And then when you set the output to alpha, it'll take your alpha mask, which we just created, and delete the rest when you switch the pre-multiply to RGB. So basically it just takes the alpha cutout, which we did here, and it just gets rid of everything else. So you see I have this mask, and it shows up in 3D space because we have our card in there. And you can see it's a fully functioning mask. And don't worry, these white outlines, that's just the mask out. It won't show up. But to turn that off, you could always just press this button and it'll turn it off. But you'll need that button if you want to like move around, like horizontally. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I'll make another tutorial on other things soon, but I just thought, like, because I didn't see anything on YouTube, and I knew this was a problem I was having originally until I figured out what to do. So I just thought I'd show you guys my technique for masking out objects in Nuke. So thank you guys for watching on behalf of InventiveStudios, and I'll see you guys next time.